Podcast. Hello and welcome to Emma's podcast. In today's podcast, we're going to be talking about PR equal free publicity. Ooh, that sounds interesting. Let's get started. There are three key areas of public relations you can use to boost your advertising. Result tenfold over your paid advertising. The key to public relations lies in public relations or publicity, merchandising, and promotions. With a solid plan in place that encompasses all these areas, you have a great approach to use public relations in the best way possible. Ooh, I want to know more about that, isn't it? Public relations include all that is the media. Don't limit yourself. The attention of newspapers, televisions, radio, magazine, bloggers, e-zines, and more are all equally powerful. Online marketing is just as, if not more, important as conventional media, which is so true. If you think about it, reaching your market target goes with the social media. Now, not every social media are all equal opportunity, so you need to really think about which one you want to use. Here are the steps to get noticed by the media. Put together a press release for your company. The press release should be relevant to your target market and address consumer interest, not just announce your business, which is true. When you think about target market, because the first thing you need to do when you start your business, when you start a product, is who are your target market? Is it a certain age, a group of individuals? Is it a bracket from, like if you have a toys, is it from the 0 to 2, the 8 to 12, the teenagers? Or are you looking for females, young females, senior citizens? Who is your target market? When you know who they are, then you address the consumer interest. I have individuals and I worked with in the past who did not have a good target market. They wanted their product to go for a specific market, but end up with another one because they didn't know how to do their messaging properly, which is a problem actually. If you don't know how to, that becomes an issue. So that's the first one. Put together a press release, which will showcase what you do and what it's all about. Compact your press release to include one hook and one angle. Again, you need to interrupt people. You need to bring that interest. Choose the most attention-getting to make sure the media person you are sending it to is interested in reading it. This is the key, including the dogs agree if you can hear them barking right now. So one hook. You don't need to list the entire, what I call it, the enchilada. Only one. One is enough. Remember, and I talked about it on previous podcast, that the attention span went from about 13 to 15 seconds to now 3 seconds because of social media. Isn't it horrifying? So you only want one thing, to cut their attentions. That's what you got to do. Interrupt. That's the key. Put your press release in professional formatting. Really? Well, yeah, because if it's not professionally done, that looks pretty bad. With press releases, you need a deadline. The most important information at the top, not at the bottom. And a lot of people, and I corrected actually when I was on Wisdom, I used to do my class over there, and I would spend an hour talking about actually sales and marketing. And I even review live some of the website when I was looking at some of the stuff that were put together. It wasn't in the right order. So if your messaging and what needs to interrupt you is at the bottom of your website, I can guarantee not a lot of people are going to scroll down at the end of your website. So you need to look at that. So you need to really need to compact your press release to include the one hook and the one angle. Choose the most attention getting to make sure the media person you are sending it to is interested in reading it. Get their attentions. That's how it works. If you don't believe me, look at the ads that you're receiving, looking at stuff that you're receiving, and people who are doing the marketing and the advertising. Look at what you see in magazines as well. That can give you an idea on how to do it. So we're asking you to put your press release in professional formatting. So do that. The press release you need is a deadline, the most important information at the top of the fact, figure and wrap it up with contact details, including who and how. Because if I'm interested of your product, but I don't know who to contact and how to do it, trust me, I'm going to be frustrated. I'm not going to search for it. So have this available so people just go and Google it immediately. Print the press release on your letterhead. Yes, the best way to do it is your letterhead, your business letterhead as well. Send your press release to all television and radio stations, local and metro newspapers, national newspapers, industry magazine, and any other form of media that reaches your target market. Don't forget to include relevant blogs, e-signs, press release submission sites into industry professionals. Yes, I know it's a lot of things to do, but it is worth it to do it because it's free publicity. Can you imagine for a minute you get some free publicity? I'm like, oh, I take it. More importantly than a perfect press release is to make sure you have addressed the needs of your target market. Again, it is for your product or services you offer and made that clear in the press release. Because if you don't talk about your product, well, you got a problem. So that's why you have to choose the one angle that works, the one thing that will work and attract and market properly, target market. If you are providing people a solution to a problem, a way to avoid a problem and an opportunity to enhance their life, the media and public will be interested. Okay? So you offer and made that clear in a press release. So you have to be precise on that. And a lot of people sometimes don't know how to do it, or they're not very clear, which is a problem at the end of the day, because you're here in your product, you're here with your product or your services to provide a solution to a problem. That's what you need to explain. So, if you have a connection or the ability to get a connection with the celebrities, this can practically guarantee you to get attention. That's true. Or an influencer or somebody of that nature. Make sure you are offered newsworthy information and then follow up with media outlet to make sure they are publicizing the information. Why not? You know, there's a lot of influencers who can do that. So and a lot of people do send to influencers free product. That's how it works. So people will get the benefits of the product and you offer them some goodies on top of it too, an incentive, and they will do it. That's how it works, influencers. So why not doing this? One of the most powerful techniques every business should use is free publicity. As the name implies, there is no cost, just the time and effort required to attract attention to your business. J. Abraham. That is a quote from J. Abraham. So, why not doing it, because there is a way to, and I do have that as well, is we can show you how to put together a press release that works. So check it out, the pros and do, and craft the perfect press release for your business. Would you like to know how to? Connect with me. But in the meantime, take this for a ride and think about how you can attract people. And I think an equal free publicity is worth it. So it's gonna maybe take some time to put it together. Again, it's never a race, okay? It's a marathon, not a sprint. And make sure that when you're doing it, you really market target. What is the problem you're gonna resolve? How you're gonna do it? And very quickly put it together. Again, If you want, connect with some influencers. Look at who's on social media on Instagram, who has the most followers, and connect with them. Let them know you and your business and your product, and get them interested. And if they endorse you, great. Why not? That's another thing to do. I don't see a problem with that. It's free PR. Why not using the free PR? Again, press release. You can put it everywhere on your social media and your website. But also, if you have the time, and you should, to do some research and looking at advertising agencies and other industries, or the same industries that you're working in, then it's worth to do it. Making the time to do it. That's the opportunity you've got. So think about it. Think about how you wanted to put it together. Public relation and publicity. Merchandising. Why not? Promotion, when you can offer freebies and merchandise to people. Why not? Promotions, promote your product. Offer freebies. I said offer a little incentive. Okay, we don't ask you to do discounts. We don't want discount. What we want is promotion, and merchandising is who doesn't want a freebie? Seriously, a free T-shirt, a free cap, a free hat, a free bottle of something. People want freebies, so why not doing it? Do some promotion if you want to offer something to someone, or you even in your product. Actually, you can offer. Let's say they want to buy one of your facial cream, but you want to add an incentive. Then just put a little promotion and give them a little extra, give them a little sample of something, just to attract them. That will bring people in. Looking at influencers, as I said, you offer them some free merchandise, some freebies. They would be more than happy to try your product and do it for free. That's not that bad. Well, I'm not talking Kardashian will tell you that they get like $1 or $2 million. I think it's $2 million. Then they can, Kim Kardashian can promote your product. Okay, I'm not going to ask you to go to the extreme. However, you can connect with influencers and offer your merchandising. Give them some samples and full-size samples, so they can try it and get back with, give you the feedbacks, which I think is awesome. So why not doing it? But you have to learn how to put it together as well, because you don't want to go slappy. You want to be professional when you do a press release. That's not that bad, Get the attention of the newspaper, write blogs, write things that you can publish into the web that can be linked to your website, so that can attract people. That's the kind of things you want. That's the kind of things that most people will be looking at. So why not doing it? Why not observing it? Why not embracing it? It's awesome to do that. It's great. So why not doing it? I don't know. It's as I said, it's PR equals free publicity. So use your imagination, think outside of the box, and do it. There is nothing wrong about that at all. Free publicity. Who doesn't want one? In a good way, not in a bad way. All right. So I think free publicity you absolutely do not want to deal with. But think about it. Think about how can you think outside of the box and use that the best possible way. Public relations. Why not? It doesn't cost much. If you go to like Instagram, if you go to TikTok, you can do your free advertising under your account. You can engage with your followers. Again, you can follow people who has more followers than you do, and you start to connect and leave some comments on theirs platform and connect with them slowly but surely. Again, it's not a sprint, it's a marathon. It's a way to do it. It's a smart way to do it, actually. So think about it. Again, one of the most powerful technique every business should use is free publicity. Why not? As the name implies, there is no cost, just the time and effort. That's it. That required to attract attention to your business. Okay? You don't need to do something totally hideous at all. It's just a great way to showcase who you are. Not bad, isn't it? So think about it. Think about how to create the great press release that works and that will help you to gain traction, that will help you to work on your brand reputation. Because that's the deal. At the end of the day, it's your brand recognition and a brand reputation. If you don't have those, you're not going to go that much further down, especially when you're talking about e-commerce. It becomes very important for people to know your brand. If your brand sounds positive and you got good result, people will come to you. However, if your brand totally suck, well, nobody's going to come around. So make the effort to showcase what you're capable to do and what your product or your service is all about. And again, you don't need to draw people into everything and anything. Even though you might have a diversified product and services that can do so much more, pick up on the one idea. Focus on that so you know who you're going to attract as client. To me, is one of the major things in a world. Who do you want to attract as your client? Think about it and focus on that. Utilize all of the skill set you've got. Utilize your imagination. Think outside of the box. That's the key. Think outside of the box. That's all. So PR equals free publicity. A lot of people are doing it, and a lot of stores are doing it. So why not for you to step up and do it? That's all. It's just a matter of brand recognition, brand reputation, your brand, who you are, what are your products, what are your services. So this is a very short podcast, but I think it's straight to the point. Think about it, replay it, and be inspired by it, because I believe that if you can do this, the sky is the limit for you. Always think outside of the box. Focus not on the competition. Focus on your product. Focus on your messaging. Focus on you, not the competition, because you will always attract the right clientele for you. That's what it's all about. So this was our podcast for today. On our next podcast, what are we going to be talking about? Do it like the big dogs. So we're going to be talking about this one. Do it like the big dogs. Even if you're a little chihuahua, you have a small company, do it like the big dogs. Doesn't mean that they got billions of dollars and you cannot do it like they are at your level, which is awesome. So if you have any comments or questions, you can connect with me via my podcast here, or you can go on social media at Emma DiGallo, or you can connect with me via my website, which is edgbusinessstrategy.com or edg-associate.com. Connect with me or via LinkedIn. I'm available via social media, except TikTok. I'm not on TikTok because I don't have time to do those videos. I'm not that interested to do those videos. There's enough people on there that I don't need to be there at all. So, all my love, guys, and I will talk to you later. Bye now.